Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for always keeping it right here and for always coming and watching my new videos, my new content have really evolved. And at the time I'm shooting this video, this is a Sunday afternoon. I am at around 215 subscribers. So if you haven't yet joined this massive group of subscribers or audience, kindly consider pressing the subscribe button and also liking this video so that you motivate me or encourage me to make videos like this. So today I'm going to do a very precise video. It's precise in terms of from the topic already you know what to expect. You know, I'm so passionate about coaching people and telling them about how to behave or how to actually succeed and excel in their corporate advances or in their careers. So this is because I believe there's no such thing as you can't make a difference. You can make a difference. You have an impact actually in each and every field. I have been in the entrepreneurship world and I've also been in the corporate world. So I understand both worlds, how they work, and I try my best to ensure that I'm working effectively so that I deliver to my people, or I deliver what is expected of me so that I am able to survive and thrive, not just survive but also thrive in this Kenyan hard economy. You know, guys, I always like talking about and reviewing about how the progress is for the economy and all that, but I won't be doing that in this video. In fact, this video, I'm just going to address one of the things that let me, why I did quit my baking business. It was, I know most people ask me, people are always on my inbox asking me, why did you quit the baking business? I even guys, if you remember the time of Corona, when Corona came, this is when I actually started this baking business. I went to YouTube, I have actually had a passion for baking cakes. When I talk about baking cakes, if you haven't seen my collection of baking cakes, you can check out my page at Cake Villa Africa on Facebook. You will see the amazing collections, creations I did of cakes, and indeed I delivered so many cakes to very many clients. The business was good. But now I will address why did I quit my baking business. I know you all want to find out why, what happened, why are you not baking anymore? Okay, actually I'm baking, but now not for business. Officially I'm not baking for business. I can bake for friends, I can bake for my home use and all that, but I'm not baking for business. I know there are so many bakers nowadays who are eager to find out what really happened. What happened? Why did I decide to quit this lucrative baking side hustle, which was actually giving me quite some money? I was earning good money from it, from baking. Like in a week, I couldn't lack like close to 5,000, 7,000 shillings. I could get that money from baking. So I started my baking career a long back ago, but I actually did a real baking trials and business like in 2020, when we had a lot of time. You all know there was the pandemic that hit and everyone was at home. So I decided what's best to do. Let me bake cakes, sell to households. Children were at home for a long period of time, so it was really a very lucrative business. I was making money from that business. And then baking came quite, I was posting my baking journey on my WhatsApp status. I just wish I had documented it on my YouTube channel. But even if you look at my initial videos, if you check out my very first videos in my YouTube channel, you realize they're all about baking. You will find some recipes, and at that time I really had a very poor poor quality camera, but I was posting the creations I had made. Now right into what you guys want to hear. Why did I quit that business if it was indeed as lucrative as I was saying? I remember this was one of my side hustles. If you know, I am always someone who is advocating for more than one stream income. I'm always encouraging my audience to try a new skill, try something different, so that you are able to do multiple things. You can work your day job, and also you can do something else during the weekends, or during after work, after 5 p.m. You can work some other different jobs online, so that you are able to, in fact, not rely on a single income. So the very first thing that made me quit baking is a sudden high rise in baking commodities. For you to make a cake, you will need sugar, you will need Prestige or Blue Band, you will need baking powder, you will need baking flour, and these commodities became of all of a sudden after Corona, the prices hiked. And you see, as a home baker, when you are selling your cakes, you're always already, your cakes are more expensive than the supermarket cakes or the retail cakes people get from other shops. So when you cost your cake with the increase in the commodities, then it's increase in price of your input, like your flour and all that. Those ones, they really discourage you from doing the baking business, because you will be selling at a loss, and I don't like making losses. So I decided now to start calculating. If I was buying unga or baking flour, I used to buy it at 111 or 109 or 100 bob, but now you're buying it at 200 and something, something double the price. You see, everything doubled up their price. So basically, what you also need to do is basically double up your price as a home baker. But you can't do that, because who is going to buy your cake, you see? And people will just tell you, oh no, you've become too expensive. So you will try, because you want to maintain your clientele, you'll try to just keep your cake prices. Even if you increase, you won't increase and compensate for the high rise in commodities. So that was a major factor to making me stop. I didn't want to start stressing too much about now costing again my cakes and pricing them differently. And the other thing that really went up is electricity. Power, like the steamer you could use back then was not as a lot as what is being consumed now. You see, like for 100 shillings back then, you could get like 6 units, but right now for 100 shillings you get like 3 units. So if you cascade down that cost to your cake, it's really an expensive cost. And then another thing is the delivery charges. Delivery charges went up because of the increase in fuel prices. So you find that, you can't easily deliver cake with a motorbike or something like that. So mostly I used to deliver my cakes with Uber